Now, the Anglican Diocese, of course, we understand, in Johannesburg, together with the city officials, are announcing the plans to celebrate its larger-than-life icon, that is Desmond Tutu. He was the first black Anglican Dean of Johannesburg. And our reporter Lindokuhle Xulu is tracking this particular briefing. Joining us right now, of course, from St. Mary's Cathedral, just to give us an update onto what exactly is happening, particularly in Johannesburg. Lindokuhle, good morning to you, if you can hear me. Colleague, what's been happening, I suppose, so far that you can just tell us about?
Well, Tumelo, today we're expecting the Anglican Church in the Johannesburg region, together with the city of Johannesburg, to announce some of the events that will be taking place in celebrating the life of Ubaba, the Archbishop Desmond Tutu. So we're expecting that officials any moment now will be walking in and just giving us that briefing, a sense of what is to take place in terms of the celebrations that are going to be undertaken. But just to give you a sense of what's been happening informally since Sunday, since the passing of the Archbishop, we have been seeing informal events where people had gathered in various spots that obviously are linked to the Archbishop, but basically paying homage and paying their respects. One of those places we were able to visit on Sunday with my colleagues Pamanda Koke, and yesterday myself in Vilakazi Street, that is the Tutu House, just next to that famous restaurant, Sakumzi. And we have been able to engage with some of those that have taken their time to go to those areas, and essentially people have just been saying that the figure that was the Archbishop is something that they had to personally pay their respects to, and that is why they found the nearest place linked to the Archbishop. So we saw some of those people just talking about their personal memories of, and recollections of the Archbishop. But today, like I said, we're expecting that there will be that formal now announcement in terms of what will be happening. My colleagues here are pushing me on the side. You'll see that the mayor of the city of Johannesburg, together with the Anglican Church in the Johannesburg region, officials are walking in here to me. I think we'll have to cut it short in terms of giving that platform to them to get those announcements when it comes to what exactly will be happening. Of course, just behind there is also the chief, or rather the MC for public safety, who was also the chief of the city of Johannesburg's Metro Police, and that is Babu David Temba. I think I'll just let the program take its course, Tumelo, because I think it will be a disturbance to continue with this live crossing.
Well, those are the visuals, of course, that you could see there, and the Executive Mayor of Johannesburg, Dr. Mpho Phalatse, of course, just taken to her seat. That briefing about to commence, and of course, as Lindo had obviously had told us before, the Anglican Diocese of Johannesburg, together with city officials, will be announcing those plans to celebrate the larger-than-life icon that is Desmond Tutu. We know plans had also been made to honor him nationally, internationally, particularly as well in the city of Cape Town. But let's just listen in to hear what, of course, this briefing has to say.
I come from the parish of St. Monica in Midrand, in the Diocese of Johannesburg. Ekasi, I also go to the parish of Annunciation. Welcome to all of you to the Cathedral, St. Mary's in Johannesburg, in the Diocese of Johannesburg. We are gathered here this morning to celebrate, to honor, and to commemorate the life of the Archbishop Emeritus Desmond Tutu. Without any further waste of time,
All right, so while those briefings are continuing on with, of course, City of Johannesburg officials around how they plan to celebrate the life of the Archbishop Desmond Tutu, we'll be sure to update you on what had been mentioned at the briefing right here on eNCA. But let's